kind of. All
The
right, so
perception's better.
if you want to try perception as well, you can.
Is that
Not
for both
much
of us or
better.
just him?
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Graveborn, you don't notice anything. With the memories you had earlier today, and then, being called by a title you haven't been called in a very long time, you're just a little out of sorts.
Mhm.
Ysabel, you not only notice Graveborn looking a little more kind of in his own head, in his own thoughts, as well as you also, with that nat 20, you also notice the hilt to that sword from your memory earlier today. And you notice it on the back of your companion. And I'm going to guess he didn't hear.
Real quick. I'm sorry about that. I
It's
heard
okay.
that you said that was the hilt to the sword I remember from my flashback. But what else was that?
And that it is strapped to the back of your adventuring companion. So you notice it is on Graveborn's back.
Okay. At this point in time, I was looking for him. Yeah. But then my face changed, not just from a normal like looking around and finding, oh, there he is. It changes to like almost like that grim feeling of like what's going on here. And so as soon as that happens, she immediately runs to him. And then as soon as she gets to him, oh, this is a trick. I'm trying. She's actually going to try to take that sword. Yeah. She's going to try to take it.
Okay. So Graveborn, you are kind of lost in your thought, and then next thing you know, Ysabel, are you like running up behind him? Or are you like running directly like facing him?
I don't know what direction I saw him in, so I don't know. It depends. So let's say I'm coming from behind, maybe, because that's what I started focusing on after I saw him, and then the sword. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of picturing that like you're kind of at like a T intersection, and essentially like you're facing this way and he's walking this way. Like that's how you know it's Graveborn. So yeah, at this point he's probably a few feet ahead of you.
I gotcha.
Okay. Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna run up and try and take it?
I'm gonna run up and try to take it.
All right. Then make me either a sleight of hand or a dex acrobatics to try and take the sword. And Graveborn, I'm going to have you right now make me another perception check.
This one will be even worse.
Or
Another
exactly
10.
the same. All right. Okay, so Ysabel, you notice it, and you actually get the sword completely out of its holster, and you are holding it and staring at it. Graveborn, you take like 2 or 3 steps, and then you notice that your back is quite a bit lighter. And, you just like, in your gut, you know the sword is gone.
I will spin around.
And see Ysabel holding the sword.
And at that moment, she's staring at the sword, and she's like almost like angry and confused, and almost like breathing kind of heavy after running and then grabbing it and getting it. And then I guess when you turn around and look at me with the sword, she's gonna look up at you. And she's going to say, why do you have this sword?
You were there. You saw who handed me a package. That's what was in it. I'm actually looking for him now. There are questions he needs to answer.
Really? I agree. He has questions to answer.
So, real quick, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
22.
Oh, you do better than I do.
So, Ysabel, in that moment, there is no pain. There is no confusion. But the kind of shrouded face from your vision or from your memory clears. And even though his face is mostly covered, you recognize the eyes of the man who stabbed your father standing in front of you.
Okay. And it's his eyes, right?
Yep.
You're saying it's his?
It's Graveborn's.
God. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is really good. This is really good. Shoot, I gotta get in that mode.
And I'm sorry to do this on your actual father's birthday.
That's so funny too, yeah. Oh God. So the moment I see his eyes after looking at the sword, I realize it, and she gets furious. She gets angry and like grips that sword's hilt like hard, and then points it at him. You, I know who you are now. I know you. You killed my father. You killed my father. And at that moment, all she sees is red. And it's like, she takes that sword. What kind of sword is it actually? I don't even know what kind of sword it is.
It's a long sword as far as I know.
Yeah, it's
Since
essentially...
they don't have bastard swords in this edition.
No, essentially, I think my plan was to make it like a +2 longsword. But Matt did share a photo in the Unkillables chat of what essentially unmasked him kind of looks like.
Well, not quite that good currently.
That's why I said kind of.
But it's getting
Unmasked.
there.
Yes.
Like, right now, she's upset. She has the sword in hand, pointed at him, and this is probably the loudest she's ever had her speak, and the angriest she's ever been. And she's seeing red right now because this is the man she's been looking for. And the moment
I
she
only
finds
have 5 fingers.
right, and the moment she finds him, she attacks and goes for it. And so she's gonna actually take the long sword and try to hit him with it.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, just before you roll that real quick, Matt, make me a wisdom saving throw.
My downfall.
Okay,
At least it
with that-
wasn't a 10 for once.
True. Right. Move some stuff out of the way so I can type in this thing. Okay. Okay. So you take 2 psychic damage, but as kind of you're taking that damage, you realize that Eduardo, I think is your father's name, Ysabel, did have a small child at the time of his death. And you're realizing that she would be about Isabel's age at this time. So she's gonna lunge at you with your sword. Are you gonna try and get away? Are you gonna let her attack you?
Not much I can do to stop her.
All right. So before we get into this, I'm going to ask both Matt and Ysabel.
Mhm.
Are you both okay with this being a fight? Like, are you okay if, like, the two of you roll initiative and you fight this out? At least for a little bit. And I will state that part of the reason why I'm asking is because I don't, like, if one of you says no, it's not going to happen. Like, I'm going to, figure out a way for someone to intervene. If you both are okay with it and one of you kills the other, it will be canon in game, and the surviving member will have to deal with the consequences.
Okay.
So you can think on it for a moment, but that is the only way I'm going to allow player versus player combat in the games. Is if both people agree to it and both people understand. If someone dies, it's for real. It's canon.
Okay.
I have my answer.
Okay.
I'm okay with it being a straight up fight. I'm sorry, Matt, if it ends up being that way. That's not what I planned.
I have a plan.
This is a surprise. Okay. It's a crazy surprise, and I'm just
For
following
you.
through with what she was planning on doing this whole time. She was trying to find her father's killer this whole time. So, yeah, you're the one, unfortunately. So I'm ready to kind of see it through, though. If you're okay with it.
I knew my past would catch up eventually.
Okay. All right, then Ysabel, roll that attack.
Is this longsword special? Does it have anything to it?
It is a +2 longsword.
Okay. Let me quickly add it to the inventory so I can attack it real fast.
Okay.
Just a +2.
Right now, because if he carries it around, I'm not giving him anything higher right now.
I'm just curious because there's a sword I'm looking for too.
Yes,
and I think
this is something Matt and I have talked about previously.
Okay.
But you can talk to me about it either after this session or another time, because I still have a couple of interviews that I have to do with you.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm good now. Yeah.
I will state in Ysabel's hand, it's a +2 longsword. If Graveborn makes it out of it, it might be something else. Because it was made for Graveborn.
Okay. Alrighty. So, what are we doing, Sarah? Then are we gonna just?
You're gonna roll basically a surprise round.
Okay.
And then roll initiative with you two.
Okay.
Okay. So your 12 misses.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm going to have the two of you roll initiative. Don't forget to click your token. And I'm assuming this is happening actually in the middle of a street.
Oh yeah, I think
Again,
so. Yeah.
I'm not moving the map. I guess I'll move you.
Hey,
all
you get to go first.
Give me a moment.
Man.
Let me move. You all to the random battle map. And just ignore the armored saber-tooth tiger. And I'm going to move both.
And George.
Ysabel. Yes. Ysabel and Graveborn, I've moved you off to the side. I'm assuming you're standing close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ysabel, you go first.
Okay.
So you swung and you miss.
Swung and a miss. Okay. So long sword again. Gonna try to hit him. Here, give me 1 second. I actually realized, because I haven't fought at anything at all, I didn't reset all my stats to a long rest like I was supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
That's fine. I am pulling up both of your character sheets real quick. That way I don't have to keep clicking back to D&D Beyond.
Okay, so she's gonna... Let's see. As a bonus action, she's going to use her hunter sense on him. Or no. As an action. No, because it's an action, my bad. Well, you know what? No, let's do, where is it? I'm trying to find the one I use that's like a bonus action. Where are you?
Okay.
Slayer's Prey. That's the one. She's going to use her Slayer's Prey on him as a bonus action.
Okay.
And attack with the long sword here in a second. Okay.
I don't remember what I normally use for Slayer's Prey, but that one seems fitting. And a 17 does hit. So roll it.
Shield.
Oh, you have your shield? Okay, so
Well, I
that's
have the shield spell.
Oh, okay. So you're using the shield spell. So this one kind of bounces off a shield as your magical shield as you're about to hit it.
Gotcha.
Now, yes.
Now she's gonna attack again.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you have two.
Yeah, she has 2 attacks, so she's gonna attack. Oh man! Oh man!
No,
so that
with
one
my shield, that still misses.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
it does? Okay. Okay.
Because it adds +5 to his AC for the 1 round.
Till the start of my next turn.
Okay, so start of your next turn, which technically would be now.
Yeah.
But so it disappears.
Yeah.
No, you've used your reaction. All right, Graveborn, what are you gonna do?
Well, I will say I'm not going to fight you.
She'll respond back. If you say that, she's gonna respond back. But yeah, is there anything else you're trying to say?
I know you have questions. It is not as simple as you remember.
And she's gonna get angry again. She's like, simple? Simple? Was it that simple when you took my father's life?
No, it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done.
Lies. I don't believe you. And I'll do some insight just to see if I do believe him. If that's okay. Yeah.
Pat, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am telling the truth.
You are.
So
with that,
well, no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was say with that 19, you do know that he is not lying, and that there may be more to the story. But I'm gonna say you also knew what you saw. You saw him stab your father, search the house for something, and leave.
Yeah. So, even if that is true, even if you're not lying, what was the purpose of my father's death? And then she'll keep fighting after that. Yeah. So,
Right.
I don't know if you were done with what you were doing, by the way, Matt. So I don't want to.
For this round, yes.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
like I said, I'm not going to fight you.
Gotcha.
So my action is dodge.
Okay.
So you're gonna take the
Gotcha.
dodge.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Let's see.
And bonus action will be rage, just so I take half damage. At least for 1 round.
Right.
I'm just trying to see what else she could probably use that she would think of using against you right now. I think she's going to continue swinging with the sword just because she's like still in like rage, like I want to kill you mode still.
Okay.
So she's not 100% thinking straight. She's not like thinking about everything she can do, but she's thinking that this is the moment she's been training for.
Yeah.
Um,
So you are going to be rolling with disadvantage since he's taking the dodge action. Just so-
Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'm trying to see what bonus actions I can do right now is all. Yeah, there's not much. I'm trying to Yeah, there really isn't. All right, so she is going to just attack again with with the short sword 2 times. So let's see. Disadvantage. See how she rolls here. So
Right.
16 doesn't hit. Try again. No, that's not what it. Okay. Fine.
That 22 would hit.
17 actually would.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yep,
the 17
because I
would
don't
hit.
have my new armor yet.
You don't. So roll that damage, Ysabel.
Oh, wait. So the 16 missed. So that was my disadvantage. I did the second 2 rolls. I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to do it how I did it before. But yeah, it ended up being 17 with the disadvantage. So that hits you?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
So roll that
Let's see what
damage.
happens.
All right.
8 damage with the sword.
Mhm. So I'm gonna say that with that 8 damage, you did a nice slash kind of across the chest.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
a strength or dex based ranger?
I think I'm a dex-based ranger. So this is like, I'm not hitting like I would if I were using a dex-based weapon right now.
Okay.
I'm hitting with less because my strength is less.
Because I was, yeah. I was just trying to see if your modifier was right on your attack.
Gotcha. It says +2. It's a D8 +2 that it's adding to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
which
your
is-
strength is like 14 or 15.
Well, it's a +2 longsword, so the attack
Okay.
has the +2.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
It would
strength is
normally
+0.
be 0. Yeah, it would normally be 0 if it was a normal longsword, but it's the +2, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, because 2 from the sword, 3 from proficiency. I keep forgetting we're 5th level now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take 4 points of damage.
Yes, because you're raging.
But yeah, my question still standed after I did that first. After I attacked that time, It's like, what was the purpose of my father dying? Was the last thing I said, and then I went ahead and swung again.
It was the only way I could keep the sword out of his hands.
Okay. Is there anything else that you do?
Dodge again.
Dodge again. Okay.
I'm not fighting you. I made a
Okay.
promise to keep you safe.
To keep me safe. What do you mean? What is this? And who is this person that you mean not to get this sword in their hands? I don't understand. I'm so confused. And then she's like,
The one that's been plaguing us since we came to this, well, since you came to this land again.
okay. Probably as you were about to say that, she was going to go ahead and just swing again.
Okay.
So let's do that again. Disadvantage. Yeah, I don't hit on that one. Disadvantage again. Yep, don't hit on that one either. So I missed on both of those tries. And let me see something here. No, I can't do that. All right. So yeah, she's gonna miss those 2 tries, and then she's gonna be. Who is plaguing us? We've been fighting monsters. We've had our comrades die. We've been dealing with all matter of terrible situations since we've been here. But it's been random. Who's been causing all of this?
They've all been directed by one individual. You've received gifts, letters.
How do I know you're not trying to cover up for the killer? How do I know that you're truly on our side? How can I believe you? I know you were not lying about my father's death, but how can I accept this? You killed my father.
Nothing I say will change what you believe. You simply have to look within yourself.
So she's gonna have the sword in her hand, like she's holding it with two hands this time now, and she's like in front of her, like just breathing deeply and crying.
And my action is still dodge.
Yeah, right. And she's like looking at him, and like tears are running down her face right now. She's just super angry, super upset. And she's gonna, at this point then, she's gonna go ahead and go for one swing towards him. It's actually gonna be her last swing. And she's gonna go one last swing towards him. And I'm gonna do it at disadvantage, obviously, because of that, but I'll be honest, even if somehow it hits, it's not gonna do a lot of force, because it's gonna be her last one.
Okay.
She'll go for one. She's not gonna take both.
I keep changing my hit points and they keep popping back to full.
Yeah, I've been kind of wondering that, because are you changing them in D&D Beyond, or
I'm changing them in Roll20.
That's
It
why.
just went back up.
Because it's connected to D&D Beyond.
And you have my sheet open.
Yeah, and I had your sheet open, but I've closed it now, so it should be fine. You should be able to change it now. That 10 does miss.
So yeah, it misses. And so as she goes in with both hands this time and tries to go for it, but he easily dodges it, and then she falls to the ground.
Okay.
At that point, she's not gonna do it anymore. The longsword is a big sword for her, so it kind of tired her out. So she's kind of tired, but at the same time, all she can do is just cry at this point. And she's just gonna be like, "You took my father from me. He was all that I had. The only one I loved. Okay. If you say what you say is true, I believe you. But that does not mean I forgive you."
I understand. I will never forgive myself. We can talk about this more, just not here. He has eyes everywhere.
She's gonna be like, "Fine." And she takes the swords and throws it towards you at your feet. "Take this sword. I don't even want to look at it." And she'll get up